Hello my dear 10th standard students, welcome back for today's class, Civics Unit 5, India's International Relation. In this module we are going to discuss about our policies with the neighboring countries and India's policy towards developed nations. Now let me move on to the video session.
Civics Unit 5, India's International Relations. Independent India has been consistently fostering world peace and international cooperation. India abjured military alliances but has been active in cooperating and coordinating with other nations for peace and economic development. As the first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru stated, "We can neither be absolutely dependent or independent, but we live in a world of interdependence. India would prefer a peaceful, wealthy neighborhood, responsive to its own needs and wishes. India has always been known as a peaceful, loving country and has strived hard to champion the cause of peace in the world." India and its neighbors. India's position is unique in its neighborhood. India is a vast country with Pakistan and Afghanistan to the northwest, China, Nepal, Bhutan to the north, Bangladesh to the east, Myanmar to the far east. Sri Lanka and Maldives are two countries that lie close to India, separated by the Indian Ocean. India has cordial historical, religious, economic, ethnic and linguistic relationship with all of these countries. Let us know about India's relation with its neighbors. Let us start with India and Afghanistan. Indo-Afghan relation was strengthened by the Strategic Partnership Agreement. India helped Afghans in the construction of Salma Dam. India announced 500 scholarships for the children of the marshals of Afghan security forces in school and colleges, both in Afghanistan and in India. India is also supporting Afghanistan to improve its public health and small-scale industries. India's Self-Employed Women's Association imparts training on sustainable livelihood and to be self-reliant. India and Bangladesh. India was the first nation to acknowledge Bangladesh as an independent country. India and Bangladesh share the longest land boundary of 4,096.7 kilometers. Bangladesh has granted India road transit facility through its territories from Kolkata to Agartala under BBIN MVA, that is BBIN means Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal, and MVA is Motor Vehicle Agreement. The Farakka Accord on sharing of Ganga waters, signed in 1977, is an historical agreement. The Government of India provides grant assistance for project under aid to Bangladesh for the construction of buildings, laboratories, dispensaries and deep tube wells. India and Bhutan. Bhutan, a small Himalayan kingdom, popularly known as the land of thunderbolt, is one of the poorest countries of the world. The diplomatic relations between India and Bhutan were established in 1968. Bhutan is a landlocked nation, so it is highly dependent on India for access to sea. India declared the bilateral trade relation known as Bharat to Bhutan, that is B2B. India provides scholarship to Bhutanese students to study in prestigious institutions of higher learning. Government of India has constructed 3 hydroelectric projects in Bhutan, Chukka, Kurichu and Tala. India has helped Bhutan in developing that country's infrastructure by establishing telecommunication and in the construction of hospitals, roads and bridges. India and China. China is the only country in the region which qualifies for comparison with India. India and China share similarly of view on many fronts like World Trade Organization, international climate change and reforms of the World Bank. Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which was China's initiative, has granted the observer status to India, while SAARC has granted the observer status to China. India and China have signed an educational exchange program. Under this agreement, scholarships are awarded to 25 students by both sides in recognized institutions of higher learning in each other's country. India and Maldives. Maldives is located south of Lakshadweep Island in the Indian Ocean. The relationship with Maldives is important for India given its strategic location and geographical proximity. India and Maldives share ethnic, linguistic, cultural, religious and commercial links steeped in antiquity and enjoy cordial and multidimensional relations. Trade and tourism are being developed between the two countries. India and Myanmar. India's second largest border is shared with Myanmar, known as Burma. Myanmar is called as Burma. Myanmar is India's gateway to Southeast Asia. India is building the Kaladan Multimodal Transit Transport, a road river port cargo transport project, a project aiming to connect Kolkata with Ho Chi Minh. Myanmar is an important partner in our energy needs for petroleum and natural gas. India and Nepal. Nepal is a natural buffer between India and China. Being a small landlocked country, Nepal depends on India for economic support and transit facilities. India provides substantial financial and technical development assistance with the focus on infrastructure, irrigation, health, energy projects and community development. Nepali and Indian people visit each other's country for religious pilgrimage. A joint hydropower project is being built on the Sharda River. This power plant helps both India and Nepal with respect to electricity production and irrigation facilities. India and Pakistan. The two nations have had strained relations due to disagreement over a number of key issues. Terrorism remains our core concern in the relationship with Pakistan. India has made extreme efforts to improve and stabilize relations with Pakistan. The cross-border firing between India and Pakistan and the terrorist attack combined have taken its toll on the Kashmiris, who have suffered poor living standard and an erosion of human rights. Kashmir is the bone of contention between India and Pakistan, which has brought the two countries into an open clash many times. India tried to bring a positive change in the relationship of the two countries through bilateral agreement such as Shimla Agreement and Lahore Declaration. India and Sri Lanka. India has cultural, historic and religious ties with Sri Lanka. India and Sri Lanka have shared excellent trade relations committing to each other in both bilateral free trade agreements as well as developing interactions through SAARC. India and Sri Lanka is conventionally close to each other. India is among the top investors in Sri Lanka and its investment are in diverse areas including petroleum, retail, IT, real estate, telecommunication and tourism. Sri Lanka is also a partner in Nalanda University project of India. India's relationships with developed countries. A developed country is a sovereign state that has a highly developed economy and advanced technological infrastructure relative to other less industrialized nations. India has been balancing the superpowers with great care and had been trying to reap the maximum benefit for its domestic development. Under USA, India and the United States of America have signed a communication compatibility and security agreement that will lead to a new generation of bilateral military partnership. It is valid for a period of 10 years. Communication compatibility and security agreement gives India access to advanced communication technology used in US defense equipment and allows real-time information sharing between the militaries of the two countries. India's relationship with European countries. There has been a significant progress in all areas, particularly the growing cooperation and exchanges include defense, counter-terrorism, nuclear energy and space. French space launch pads are used by ISRO. India and France are cooperating on developing smart cities Chandigarh, Nagpur and Puducherry. India and France launched the International Solar Alliance, which brings together countries between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn for cooperation on solar energy. India's relationships with Australia. India and Australia have built strategic trust over the years, slowly yet steadily. Australia and India are committed to working together to enhance maritime cooperation with India's bilateral naval exercise. The Australia-India Council broadens the relationship between Australia and India, raising awareness and promoting exchanges. India's relationships with Japan. India decided to introduce the Japan's Shinkansen system. It is the highest class of high-speed railway system with safety and accuracy. Delhi Metro is one of the most successful examples of Japanese cooperation. The government of Japan has offered 20 seats per year to Indian nationals for a master degree course in the University of Japan for serving the Indian Railways. In the manufacturing sector, Japan announced its cooperation of training 30,000 Indian people in the Japan-India Institute of Manufacturing, providing Japanese-style manufacturing skills to enhance India's manufacturing industry base and contribute to Make in India and Skill India's initiatives. India and West Asia. West Asia includes Egypt, the Arabian Peninsula, Turkey and Iran. West Asia stands as a region of considerable significance for India economically as well as strategically. A trilateral agreement called the Chabahar Agreement was signed between India, Afghanistan and Iran, which has led to the establishment of transit and transport corridor among three countries using Chabahar port. This port is seen as golden gateway for India to access landlocked market for Afghanistan and Central Asia by passing Pakistan. India and international organizations. India is a potential superpower and has a growing international influence all around the world. Being a newly industrialized country, India has a great history of collaboration with several countries. India is a member of formal groupings. India has been extending a helping hand to the UNO in all her efforts in ending military conflicts and in promoting peace and progress among the nations. BRICS. B for Brazil, R for Russia, I for India, C for China and S for South Africa are leading emerging economies and political powers at the regional and international level. The BRICS organization headquarters is in Shanghai, China, and the reason for the formation of BRICS is to be an alternative to World Bank and IMF to challenge US supremacy and to provide self-owned and self-managed organization to carry out developmental and economical plans in its member nations. Objectives of BRICS: to achieve regional development, to act as a bridge between developed and developing countries, to contribute extensively to development of humanity, to establish a more equitable and fair world, boost intra-BRICS trade in their local currencies, to increase trade cooperation and cope with the current international financial crisis, to promote the technological information exchange among the member states, to enhance inclusive economic growth that will lead to an increase in the creation of jobs, fight against poverty, and accelerate the economic transformation of members. The financial architecture of BRICS, the New Development Bank (NDB), is a multilateral development bank. Its primary focus is lending for infrastructure projects. It gives priority to projects aimed at developing renewable energy sources. The Contingent Reserve Arrangement (CRA) is a framework for providing protection against global liquidity pressures, which includes currency issues. BRICS Payment System. At the 2015 BRICS Summit, ministers from the BRICS nations initiated consultations of payment system that would be an alternative to the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication (SWIFT) system. That is, SWIFT means Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication System. The factors that bolster cooperation among members. The idea of NDB, that is NDB is the New Development Bank, and CRA, the Contingent Reserve Arrangement, are defining changes and will have huge geo-economic and geopolitical impact. Second, the BRICS alternative idea is the landscape of global governance will attract support from other countries. And third one is the expansion of BRICS interaction to other sector will make it more strong partnership. OPEC, that is OPEC, the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, a group of oil producing nations, is an intergovernmental organization founded in Baghdad, Iraq and headquartered in Vienna, Austria. Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and Venezuela are the OPEC's founder members. OPEC's mission. OPEC means the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. First point is to coordinate oil policies in its member countries, help stabilize oil markets, to secure fair and stable income to petroleum producers, and efficient economic and regular supply of oil to consuming nations. And the last one is a fair return on capital to those investing in the petroleum industry. How does OPEC help other countries? The OPEC means the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. The OPEC Fund for International Development is an institution that helps finance projects with low interest loan. It also provides grants to social and humanitarian projects. OPEC has an information center with over 20,000 volumes, including books, reports, map and conference proceeding related to petroleum, energy and the oil market. The information center is open to the public and is often used by researchers and students. India's relationship with OPEC. India is one of the biggest consumers of crude oil. OPEC obviously has vested interest in India's economic growth. We import 86% of crude oil, 70% natural gas, 95% of cooking gas from OPEC countries. India has been identified as a great partner for OPEC mainly because of its high oil demand. India doesn't have enough oil reserves. India can't produce oil. Devoid of necessary oil reserves, India strongly focuses on agriculture and industrial production. Let me end with conclusion. Apart from economic and trade cooperation, India also aspires to have a warm relationship with its neighbors and extended neighbors in the field of education, health, fighting terrorism, disaster management, employment for its citizens, curbing organized crimes, technology development and so on. My dear student, go through the lesson and learn book back exercise and take care of yourself. Bye bye.